Alright, welcome back to both me, to this game, because I've, been doing school stuff. And yeah, mostly school stuff, actually, yeah. And yeah, we're back to the storyline, Final Fantasy XIV, No Good Deed, given to us by Jullus. We are in that kind of, it's called Forum Soleus, but I believe it's like the playground area that is now not a good playground. But anyway, No Good Deed, here we go. I believe he doesn't really have much of an accent. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search, just outside the park. And we go to the west and a little bit south, outside of the park. And here we go. I'll stand next to the twins, or maybe in front of. Yeah. As you can see, this place is littered with the remains of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, that time being now. Rather than prise them apart piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. Hold on. Just noticed it. My free company is talking about undercutting, and it's very obvious a lot of them do not understand economics. If undercutting works and the seller still gets good money for it, like enough money to call it a profit, and a profit that they can live happily with, then sorry, the price was probably too high. That's what happens when supply overcomes demand, or supply, yeah, I guess it would be overcoming demand. Anyway, if something that was selling for 2,000 that could sell for 1,900 and the seller still makes a good chunk of money from it, then it was overly inflated, probably because demand was higher than supply. That's just economics, dude. It's so sad. It's so sad that people do not understand that. Anyway, with luck we'll gain access. So yeah, okay. Compact explosives. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you stand well clear to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before even bothering, though, you should check the Machina's Ceruleum gauge to see if there is any left. It should still provide an accurate reading, even when the unit itself is inactive. If the gauge is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. He hands over explosives to Alphino. Understood. Let's get to work. He and Alice walk in one direction, which I will probably, can't really follow them because that gets me outside the red circle. So I'm gonna go this way instead. Right next to us was a destroyed Magitech armor. According to the Ceruleum gauge, this unit's fuel tank is empty. I'm gonna skip it. I'll come back if I don't find what I need in... The gauge appears to be broken, giving you no way to turn. Okay, yeah, let's use a bomb. First Legion Incendiary number 37. After successfully removing the War Machina's outer casing, it's empty. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna... There's no reason to. So I have not wasted a bomb so much as... Or like small explosive device, but I will have to get more. The gauge is broken. Sure, let's try it. It's still half full, or half empty, blah blah. Julius will like this one. Did I only need to get one? I mean, I'm good to keep going, bud. If you only want one, that's your prerogative, I suppose. More explosives? Wait, is that what I think it is? Hand over a War Machina Ceruleum tank. You've done it again. Truly, luck is on your side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. Goddamn. Sorry, one of the people in my free company is like, oh, I just bought all of the whatever they were selling. Anybody who was selling it for a lesser amount than he was selling it, he bought them all and then relisted them to the price he wants them to be. That is greed, my friends. That's illegal. I think. Like, you know, scalpers for tickets for concerts and sports games and such. You buy the ticket for $200 and then you wait for people who like really want to get a ticket and it's last minute and they really want to get in the game and you sell it for $500. Scalping is literally illegal in a lot of states. I don't know how many, but that's basically what this guy's doing. It's like going to Walmart and Walmart being the only company that sells a specific item. And they sell pretty well because they're the only purveyors of that item. And you buy all of it. And then you try to sell all of it for a markup of 20%, whatever, you know. I don't know if that's illegal. I think if you bought all the potatoes at Walmart and then you went to your store and sold all of them for a 20% markup, I don't know if that's technically illegal. Because, like, restaurants do that. They'll buy bottles of water and then sell them for a markup. Convenience stores do that. Anyway, it's a shitty practice. It sucks. It's you know, in any culture, in reality or in video games, it's the rich in general that do that. Now, not always. If you're a small business and you have the means to, and you think that it's going to be a profit for you to purchase all of the potatoes at Walmart, and you know you have your store nearby probably, so that people that go to Walmart for potatoes are like, oh no, they're gone. What do I do? Hopefully you're near enough and your advertising might be good enough to get your potatoes sold. Yeah, it's still a really shitty practice. Really bad. I really don't like this person. It would be nice not to have to watch their chat right now, but anyway. Okay. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go and see how Alice and Alphino are faring. And we have a destination. Waiting. 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 By the way, it started to rain in the game, if that matters. We have a cutscene. I'll remove my headshot to get a better screen grab when it comes up. We see Jullus talking to the twins.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we?
Thancred? How are you in my brain right now? Is this a thing that I am forgetting we do now?
Don't react. You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen.
Okay. What's going on?
After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of us scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you had been led into the station, but decided against venturing inside.
Mm-hmm. It's tough to sneak in such a place, but not impossible, maybe.
When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything.
The twins are still talking to, and we actually have focused in on their scene. We can't hear what they're saying, but they're still talking to Jullus. And I am starting to quietly mouth what
The
went on.
Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise.
The Legatus himself, eh? Sorry, I was talking over that.
This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for.
What do you want from me?
Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
How is he talking to me, though? Is it in my earpiece?
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
I mean, it was any of us could have.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage.
Yeah, so you should team up with somebody who has the means to get you what you need, you dummy.
For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
I'm gonna take my screen grab here now that I'm thinking about it. Ba-da-da-da. Wait, shoot. Dang it, I forgot to change. I don't know why the snipping tool decided to change how it works. So no longer does it default to the one that you used last, which is the one that I want it to be every fucking time. Pardon my language. It's so stupid. There's no point to that. I don't know what this I can't remember what this quest is, so here we go. We go walking in the rain. Tears are falling, but I feel the pain. And we're back at the station. Wishing you were here by me.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for Ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
To end this misery.
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
And I wonder, why wonder?
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile.
A funny thing about history, especially if you watch the show Shogun, you'll notice that both sides call each other savages. The Japanese thought that the English and other various Europeans were savages, and the Europeans thought the same of the Japanese. I don't know. I know for a fact, or at least I can highly speculate with a degree of certainty that's around 100%, that the white people, not that I'm this woke person at all, but like the white people thought that the Native Americans, who they called Indians at the time, they thought that the Indians were savages. I have no idea if the Native Americans, which is a weird broad term because the tribes of America that were here before us, they warred with each other. Like the Cherokee and the Issaquah, is that one that why do I feel like... Anyway, I'm not good at naming Native American tribes, but they were warring with each other, so a broad blanket term of Native Americans is also kind of... It's like calling everybody in Europe Europeans while you have Italians, Greeks, Spaniards, French, it's the Dutch, Germans, whatever. But yeah, it's funny that both sides will call each other savages, and for like no reason aside from they are the other, and you don't really understand them, because there's, like in this instance, there's nothing we do, we being the peoples of Eorzea, Gridania, Limsa Laminsa, and why can't I think of the words right now? The other one. Man. I think it starts with a T. TH? Whatever. I'll think of it when it doesn't matter. Nothing we really do is any more savage than the Garleans, but the Garleans use technology, so maybe that's why they think we're savages. I don't know.
It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
Phenolin. Yeah. Phenolin. No. Phenolin is the zone that it's in. Why do I keep thinking of Ott or Gone? I get that out of my head. That's Final Fantasy XI. Gridania, Limsa Laminsa, and... Oh my god, I hate this right now. Stop trying. It'll come to me.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Hey, Quintus.
Lord Quintus!
Salutes from both of those men.
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
Instead of providing heat for your people?
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
Seriously, in my brain is Gear Abanya before... and Ottergon. Alice is cold. Our screen is flashed to another scene.
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
Is Thanolin correct? No, it's... Yeah, no, Thanolin is the name of the city, isn't it? No, it's not. Because there's west... central... Yeah, no, it's not.
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question.
Ulda. There we go. Stupid. We're looking around at the people here in pain, comforting their children, sitting against a wall, just bad shape.
Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Jullus spoke?
No, probably not. Tune in next time. Will our heroes ever? No.
Finished your war, Council?
Jullus looks unsure.
Alphino and Alize are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil.
Oh. That's a
Until
bad
our
idea.
terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
It's not a good idea, man. The twins bristle a little bit.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Alice bristles the most, while Alphino just looks like, damn, stupid. Like, mouth agape.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
I look pissed. Jullus holds a thumb over the trigger of the twins' necklaces, as if threatening.
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
My options are do as he says, or everything will be alright. Have faith. Everything will be alright. Have faith. Have faith. I say to the twins, who look to each other and stiffen themselves. And Jullus looks like he hates himself for what he just did.
Get them out of here.
Obviously, we are winning Jullus over, and he just has no other real choice. They look to me as they walk away. I nod. Cutscene over. Headshot. Well, yeah, headshot back up. Hold on a second, please, and thank you. Okay. Cool. Let's talk to Jullus to end this quest. Alphino and Alice will be fine, providing they do not resist. And that's the end of the quest. End of the video. No good deed is done. I will see you next time. I hope that you enjoyed. Ta-ta for a brief second.